Hello, my name is Darren. I'm a gear advisor here at Jenson USA, and today we're talking about the Batch fitness bike. So Batch is a newer brand for us. We brought them on about a year ago. And so Batch specializes in commuter bikes and e-bikes. So if your definition of riding is, say, riding to the grocery store, riding to work, just getting around town, Batch probably has a bike for you, and the fitness would be a great option to consider. So the Batch fitness is not an e-bike. It is a traditional pedal-powered bike, so the only motor is the one you have with you in your legs, but it's still a great riding bike here. So one thing I really like about this bike is the frame. So this is an aluminum frame, and it's pretty light. Like it's surprisingly light. So if you maybe live in a place where you have to haul your bike upstairs to get to your apartment, this one wouldn't be bad to haul up and down a flight of stairs every day if that was your use for the bike. Some other details I like about the bike is I like the paint. And so it's got this really nice subtle blue to it. It's not kind of bright and flashy or garish in any way. It's just kind of subtle and nice looking. And the finish on the paint is nice and reflective. I like it. It seems like the quality is a little bit higher than what you'd get from, say, a big box store. The other thing I like about it as well is you'll notice the cables are routed internally. So you can see the cable going into the frame here, and then it kind of pops out where it needs to go on the other side of the frame. So that's just kind of a nice attention to detail. It's something that costs a bit more for Batch to produce, and most brands aren't doing that, especially in this kind of commuter arena. So it's nice seeing that. And it's not just for looks, there is a technical advantage to that as well. It also means that they have full-length housing on here too. So it helps keep kind of the muck and grime out. It's going to make your cables last a little bit longer, maybe extend those maintenance intervals a bit longer. And so I like seeing that. Like, that's something you probably will never see on a department store bike, especially kind of at this price point. And so I like those little details that Batch is really aware of. You can tell it's a brand that's done their homework, they know what they're doing, and so I do like seeing that on their bikes. Oh, the last thing I want to add about the frame as well, you can also add racks and fenders. So if you live somewhere wet, you can put some fenders on there and maybe keep you kind of dry during your commute. If you want to use this to, say, commute to work and you want to put racks and bags on there, maybe carry your lunch, carry your laptop, you can do that as well. If you're going to the grocery store, you've got space for your groceries for the week. And so I do like that functionality and versatility of the frame. So moving on from the frame, we'll talk a little bit about the components specifically here. So this is a full Shimano 7-speed drivetrain. Shimano is, probably one of the biggest drivetrain manufacturers in the world, if not the biggest. So it's nice seeing their stuff on here because that means the bikes can be easy to maintain and tune. Sometimes if you have maybe a different brand on there or one of the smaller kind of cheaper brands, you might take it to your shop for some maintenance and they might have some trouble getting it tuned in just because that cheaper stuff is a little difficult to work with. With the Shimano stuff, it's a little easier to get into gear. It's a little easier it's going to hold its tune a little bit better. And so I do like seeing a Shimano drivetrain on this bike. And the other thing is I want to point out is the valves. So there's two types of valves in the bike world. There's a Presta valve and a Schrader valve. Most people, most bikes use a Presta valve. The nice thing about the Schrader valve though is it's the same kind you see on your car. You won't need an adapter or anything like that. It's just an easy valve to work with. You probably already have a pump that'll work with it. So it's kind of nice seeing that, approachability on the bike, which I really like. Just another way that Batch really pays attention to details on their bikes. So this is the Batch fitness bike. If this seems like something you might be interested in, or you have a couple questions maybe about sizing, give a gear advisor a call. We're happy to talk you through this one, see if it's going to be a good fit for you. And thank you so much for your time. And remember, keep pedaling.